Hey everyone, happy Thursday after work. I always love to say, are you watching Live or Memorex? And so we have something very special today, and I'm extremely excited about this. And so I had the opportunity, first of all, I'm Jenna Bullard. I have not met all of you for sure. And you've probably seen me here doing videos and sharing stories here on our On My Way community. But today I've reached out to a friend and a brand partner of mine, Dr. Steve Ralston. And recently I heard him really going into his story more than what I had heard before. Or maybe I always say I caught it that day accidentally. I don't think it was accidental because I saw two things about him that day and they really jumped out to me. And I thought, I want everybody to hear this. So I have invited him to come and be on here with me. And I'm going to make sure that I have my screen where I can see it and I don't jack this up. I did this the other day and it was not doing what I wanted it to. So let me be sure that I'm recording here just really quickly because we want to capture this not only here, but everywhere. Okay, and y'all can hear me okay? Getting a thumbs up, no issues. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to have Dr. Steve talk to you a little bit. I want him to talk about his background, and I want him to talk about when and why he started Zingular, because I loved what he said about the things that attracted him to this. And I'm not even going to put words in his mouth. I'm going to ask you to unmute and tell them a little bit about your story. And then I've got a couple of other questions for you as well, Dr. Steve, okay?
So first and foremost, Jana, let me thank you for allowing me to hop on here. It's always a blessing and an honor to be able to come on and just share some valuable information that I think truly can give a lot of people a sense of hope, because I think, let's face it, a lot of people need that, I think. So just to reiterate what you had mentioned, my name's Dr. Steve Ralston, and I am a chiropractor, a wellness practitioner. And, when I was first introduced to this system, I was actually just looking for a way. I just wanted to help more people outside the office. My passion has always been to educate people and live in a wellness type of a lifestyle, but really to live life to the fullest. But the funny thing was, I didn't realize how desperate I really was for this. I followed a wellness type of a lifestyle since I was a teenager. I ate well, I exercised regularly. But the unfortunate thing was I dealt with some digestive issues that started when I was a teenager. So for me, it would be multiple times a year I would get, the cramping type pain, and multiple times a year. I had a lot of bloating in my stomach, and, that actually went on for well over 20 years. And as time went on, finding myself in the office, teaching my patients on living that wellness type of a lifestyle, and they were getting great results, but here I was scratching my head because I was still struggling. So being a chiropractor, I was busy in the office working 11, 12, sometimes 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. Took its toll on my body. That inflammation started to spread throughout my body, developed a significant, pain in my joints, more so my shoulder joints. We practiced in our office full spine chiropractic. So I was leaning over tables all day long, adjusting patients. It's very tough on the joints. And I have severe arthritis in both shoulders. And so I got myself to the point where it was difficult to adjust my patients. Workouts became non-existent. It was a challenge to put my shirt on, low energy. For years, I dealt with dry eyes. I would put teardrops in my eyes, and which really wasn't effective for me. So to make a long story short, I just wasn't feeling great, And but when I came upon this, I wasn't thinking of myself. I just wanted to help more people outside the office. What I found is I looked at these ingredients, and I've seen these ingredients in different places. However, I never seen them in one place before. And I noticed what really started to pique my interest was that they were plant-based, whole food-based ingredients. And not only was I seeing changes in people in their appearance, the way they were looking, of course, who loses up to 15 pounds in the first 8 days? I've never seen that before. But it was the quality of people that was improving for people, And, I've always taught my patients in the office is think well, move well, eat well. Those three things right there. That's all part of wellness. That's all part of being healthy. So, and when I saw these people, they were looking better, they were feeling better, and it's all a result because they were living better. So I thought this was definitely worth looking into. So I decided, I was excited. It came with that money back guarantee. I decided to get started. My first 8 days, I lost 9 pounds, 6 inches. Now, I've always been a thin individual. But the nice thing was, after losing that, where I lost most of it was in my abdominal area. So this bloat, the pouch that I had just went way down. I was still able to hold on to my muscle mass. But here's the beautiful thing, Jana, I'm sorry. I woke up one morning and I started to notice that I felt so much better. I felt different, my joints started to feel better. But more importantly, I noticed that my digestion started to improve. After dealing with the digestive issues for well over 20 years, I started to notice it started to slowly go away. And by the way, I've been sharing these systems with people for the past 12 years now. And it's all a part of a wellness type of a lifestyle. Now, I'm going to get into a second about a certain product that I'm very passionate about. But what I like about the systems that we have here is it's not a fad thing. It's a lifestyle plan. It teaches you how to eat well for life. There are many weight loss programs that are out there in the market that do get some results, but are they long-term results? Are they sustaining results? And I truly believe the reason why the systems that we have have a 94% success rate, one is the support that you get, but two is because it's a lifestyle change. I truly, truly believe that. And again, it teaches you how to eat for life. So that excited me. And now I got myself to the point where after no longer dealing with the digestive issues, I started to notice my energy level was up and I felt like $1 million. And it's almost as if I started to feel better when I got started with this. I'm 51 now. I feel better now than I did when I was in my 20s. And it's crazy when I think about it. And you think you shouldn't feel that way, but it's true. Here's what I want to say. Everyone can feel great. We got people living in their 70s, 80s, 90s, well above 100. So that means if one person can do it, that means anyone could do it. Okay. So that being said, let me get to this product that I'm so excited about. Everyone on here, most of the people on here may know about this already because this has been around for over a year in the States. Complete collagen. Now, why am I excited about this? Just to let you know, Jana, I was searching for a collagen product for probably maybe 5 or 6 years, a good quality collagen product. And I did not find one that really fit the bill as far as quality is concerned. And then when our company brought this out, I started to get excited. One, I thought, why didn't they bring this out sooner? But then I realized after looking at the ingredients, I looked at what's in here, I realized, okay, this is why they didn't come out with this sooner. They took their good old time to produce a good quality product here. When collagen first started becoming popular, you were seeing all these companies bringing it right out. They were flying right on the shelves. And then, of course, they were flying off the shelves as quickly as they were being put on. But here's the thing. Were people getting good results? They may or may not have. But here's what I want to say. The results that people are getting with this are so much more powerful. Now, let me just say something. I'm going to talk about this in a second. But what is collagen? Well, collagen is the most abundant source of protein that we have in our body. Roughly about 30% of the collagen that we have of the protein that we have is collagen. I like to refer to collagen as the anti-aging protein. Okay. Now, I don't hear anyone else really saying that. I think that's just me, and I'll explain why in a second. But collagen is found in our hair, our skin, our joints, our tendons, our ligaments. It's found in our gut, our digestive system, in our arteries and everything. So it's found everywhere throughout our body. So if we know it's found all throughout our body, that must mean it's a pretty important protein to have in our body, right? Wouldn't you agree? So that being said, as we get older, our body produces a good amount of collagen when we're younger. But as we get older, roughly between the ages of 20, 25, 30 years of age, we start to see a decline as far as the amount of collagen that our body produces. Now, depending on what kind of life that you were living up to that point may determine, how healthy you may look, how healthy you may feel. Okay. So, and what also comes and plays a part in this is how much collagen that you have in your body. So you may start to see changes in the appearance of your skin. It may not look as elastic as it once did. Okay, maybe your hair may not look as healthy, or you may start to lose some of it. Maybe your joints may start to stiffen up a little bit. And as long as that stiffness continues on, Janet, it's going to lead to a condition referred to as osteoarthritis. Okay, you may start to see some loss of muscle mass, which, by the way, loss of muscle mass is the #1 indicator for aging. If you are losing muscle, that is the #1 indicator that you are aging. So what does that mean? That means you should exercise. Remember I said think well, move well, eat well? Okay, so get that body moving. All right, you need to have some muscle. And but not only that, it's going to affect your digestion as well, because collagen is found in that area. Okay, and so if we're producing less of it, then we're not going to be as healthy, as useful. As a matter of fact, they had found that between 20, 25 years of age, our body starts to produce about 1% less collagen a year. And in women, when they reach menopause, they're already down about 30% collagen in their body. Thereafter, you start to see your body producing about 2% less collagen. So what does that mean? That means the acceleration is going to take place as far as aging is concerned. And I got to tell you, I love the quote. My favorite quote is, the idea is to die young as late as possible. Die young as late as possible. That means as we get older, we should still be able, as we take place and go beyond, we should still pass very easily, smoothly. Okay, it shouldn't be a suffering thing. Now, let's get into this. Why am I so passionate or excited about this? Because this is so different from any others. You know, what I like about this, when you do a comparison, most of the collagen products that are out there on the market are going to have their collagen source coming from 1 or 2 different sources. This one comes from 3 different sources. We're going to get the grass-fed bovine or beef collagen, cage-free chicken collagen, as well as the wild-caught marine collagen. We're also going to get 5 different types of collagen in here, okay, which is the majority of the ones out there are going to have either 1, 2, or 3 different types. Here's some ingredients that they have in here, okay? Has hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, fulvic minerals. These are needed for the absorption and the bioavailability of the collagen. Our body will take the collagen, take it inside, break it down into amino acids, and then take it and build it back up into collagen again. But how does it do it? Through enzymes. I have searched far and wide, and if anyone on here is watching this has found a collagen product out there that has enzymes in it, please contact me and let me know, because I haven't found any other one out there that has it. This one has it, collagenase, 2 different types of enzymes in here that are designed to break that down. Why is this important? Well, what are enzymes? Enzymes work as catalysts in the body for the production of something. We need the enzymes to help break it down. If we don't have those enzymes, our body's going to go to its own source of enzymes to start breaking this down. Now, our body uses more energy to digest food than anything else. So if you've ever eaten a meal and then an hour or 2 later you kind of feel tired, or let's say you have a snack or a meal late at night, and then you go to bed and you sleep 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, you wake up in the morning and you still feel completely exhausted. You thought you were resting. Guess what? You weren't. Your body was busy trying to digest that food, okay, while you were resting. And your body had to go to its own source of enzymes, its own bank account, so to speak, of enzymes. Well, with this, your body doesn't have to use its own source of enzymes. This has the enzyme in here to break it down. So what does that mean? You may actually get some energy with this, okay? Because your body doesn't have to use its own source of enzymes to break it down. So I was excited when I saw this. Here's one thing I want to say about this. One of the ingredients, hyaluronic acid. When they first came out with this, I started to get excited. And remember in the beginning, I mentioned to you about, I like sharing this to give people a sense of hope. Well, I had hope when I looked at this because I thought, all right, well, I dealt with dry eyes for so many years. I would put teardrops in my eyes that really wasn't effective. Hyaluronic acid, Janie, is an ingredient that some orthopedic doctors would inject into joints to help lubricate the joints. Eye doctors would put it into eyes to help lubricate the eyes. So I thought, what if this would help me? Well, probably about a week and a half to 2 weeks into taking this collagen, I started to notice that my eyes were no longer feeling dry. They were no longer bloodshot red. I started feeling so much better. I threw away the teardrops. Not only that, my joints feel so much better. You know, I'm doing things in the gym now at 51 that I couldn't even do when I was in my 20s. And I truly believe it's a result of following the systems that we have here, that healthy lifestyle. And then since incorporating this, it's been so much more powerful. It truly, truly has. So when you think about this, again, me saying it's an anti-aging protein, that's just me saying it. I truly believe that because what are we doing? We're replacing the collagen that our body is not producing, you know, as we get older. And now what are we seeing? Some of our testimonials. People are taking pictures of their face, taking pictures of their neck and their hands, and they're seeing changes. It's like they're turning back the hands of time. But here's what I always want to stress to everyone. We never make any claims of treating, curing any condition, diagnosing. We never make those claims. And I'm a firm believer, health does not come from a bottle, doesn't come from an outside source, comes from within. But what does your body do? It takes the building blocks, it takes the ingredients, what you're taking in, and it breaks it down. It's like they say, you know, the difference between the apple and the Twinkie. You were to eat the apple, you were to eat the Twinkie. What does your body do with the apple? It'll extract all the nutrients from that, break it down to produce new skin cells, new kidney cells, new stomach cells. Or I can eat the Twinkie. Your body's going to take the nutrients from that, break it down. So I'm going to produce an apple quality cell or a Twinkie quality cell, you know? So you feed your body the right nutrients at the right time, your body is capable of healing itself most times. Collagen can help with recovery, can help with digestion, can help your joints, can help your skin. And it's a very powerful ingredient. It's a very powerful product to have here. So I'm excited about this. Here's what last thing I want to say. Some things that people are doing that are damaging their body, okay? Smoking can damage a collagen in the body, okay? Overexposure to ultraviolet light can, you know, kill the collagen in your body. Sugar can damage the collagen in your body. So what's the food plan that we follow? It's typically, most of us follow a low carb plan with our systems. So we have less sugar. And why am I bringing this up? Because this is why. I want to show you something here. Now, we have two different flavors with our company here. We have pina colada flavor and non-flavored collagen. Now, when you look at it says down here, other ingredients. Now, I'm just going to read these. Coconut milk powder, citric acid, natural flavors, stevia leaf, monk fruit. Those are natural sweeteners. They did not put sugar in here. Why is that important? Because what does sugar do? It attaches itself to the protein. It attaches itself to the collagen, and it damages the collagen. So here's what I want to say to the viewers out there. Now, by the way, the non-collagen, other ingredients, nothing. If you pick up a collagen container and you find the other ingredients is like a paragraph long, put it back on the shelf. If you find the other ingredients has sugar, put it back on the shelf. It's going to damage the collagen. You do not want it. So what's going to happen? You're going to spend your money and it's going to be flushed down the toilet.
My mind is blown about the eye thing. I mean, like you've said so many great things from the dry eye to what you just said just now about the apple and the Twinkie. I mean, we know that, but the way you compared those two is that like we're meant to fuel our bodies with food. and you can't fuel your body with food if it's garbage. So I absolutely love that. And earlier you said, think well, move well, live well. Did I catch that right? Eat well. Well, I love it. That was absolutely outstanding. And I see people, I've been kind of tagging people because when you're talking, I'm not on the screen. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I know somebody needs to hear this right now. But okay, thank you so much for sharing that. Will you do me one favor and then we're going to let you go? Will you share your business story with this company as well? I think that's important. We don't have enough guys at all in the field. And so I would love for you to share that you're actually a brand partner just like me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How can I not share? See, the thing is, when you struggle with the way you're feeling and how your body operates for so many years, and then all of a sudden you start to see a change and you start to feel better, you want other people to feel just as good as you do. Now, prior to me getting started with this, as far as the business opportunity is concerned, that's been another blessing as well, because prior to getting started with this, my wife and I, we were not doing well financially. We were struggling. We were about $500,000 in debt. We were looking at foreclosure on our home, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Jana, I thought we were going to be out on the streets. We have 2 daughters in college now, but back then they were much younger. Scariest feeling in the world is not knowing if you're going to be able to provide for your family, whether it be food on the table or just a roof over the head. But the blessings of this company, what they offer, just by being an ex-brand partner, just by sharing this with other people, they reward you with a thank you check. And I'll never forget it. Back then, it was the pink checks in the mail. You remember?
Mhm.
I remember getting my first check in the mail, and I looked at it. And I thought, wow. And it was for $86.10. And for some people it may think, well, that's really not too much. But you know what? Coming back to that word hope, it was hope for me. It truly was, because then I thought, maybe this may be the other vehicle that I need for our family to get out from under the hole from where we are. So to make a long story short, we continue to share this with other people, and we were able to pay down debt. I'm happy to say we did not lose our home. We never went into foreclosure. But here's what else it provided, more importantly than that. Growing up, I was the youngest of 6 kids. My father passed away when I was 7 years old. My mother never remarried, so we didn't have that father figure growing up after that. Working the amount of time that I did in the office, I missed out on a lot of things with my kids. I really did. And I didn't want my children to be without a father, but you know what? Like I was, but it's almost as if that's exactly what was happening, because I was in the office so long. I would leave in the morning, they would still be in bed. I would get home at the end of the day, they would already be in bed, So this has been a true blessing for me. I decided in 2020, I got myself to a position where I can still continue my passion with helping other people improve their health and quality of life. I decided I'm going to pull back from full-time chiropractic. I still hold my license. I no longer work in an office. If other offices need coverage, I will assist them because I love chiropractic. It's a passion. But now I can do this on my time. Now I'm recapturing moments back with friends and family that I really missed out on for so many years. And if it wasn't because of someone introducing this to me, a colleague introducing this to me way back when, I don't know where we would be right now. So it's been a true blessing for us. And I thank God every single day. I hold so much gratitude in my heart. I truly do, that someone was kind enough to share this with me, because again, it brought me that sense of hope.
I love everything that you said. And that excites me so much because, I have a banking background. And so I understand what it takes to actually have a business and what all the overhead and, and people think, well, you're a professional or you do this. That doesn't mean that you don't have a ton of overhead. If you don't work, you don't get paid previously, right? And then what you said about you may have had a good job, but who was raising your kids? And like that picture of they were growing up the same way, but you were alive. Oh my gosh, that gave me chills. It makes me a little teary, actually. But people just don't understand the power of this. And if our products did not work, you would not have a business. Like, and you wouldn't feel good. I will tell you, and I told you before we got on here, years ago, I actually had a medical professional tell me to stop eating the sugar and all this kind of stuff. And I had always taken everything I was told to fix my problems. And I'm not making a claim either, but nothing ever worked. And if you had told me 10, 15, 20 years ago that the nutrition, the quality of what I'm taking in my body would make a difference, I would have said, you're a freak. I mean, I wouldn't have listened to you. Even when I started this, I needed the wellness pieces. I needed Global Blend. I needed some of those things. But since I had not ever found anything that made a difference in my life, including the weight loss part, I wasn't going to have it. Like, I'm not doing one more thing. Well, guess what the products are that I've stayed on forever? Just like you. I mean, you're not taking weight loss products. You're taking all the yummy wellness stuff. Well, the things that are coming monthly to me because I want them to come are the hormone optimizer. It's the Global Blend. It's all those things those are the pieces that changed my life. And now with the the probiotic and the collagen, like those are the things. And last thing, and I'm gonna let you go, is, you were talking about the collagen. I had an opportunity to be in the beta group. So I had it for 30 days before anybody else did. I did not really realize that I had an issue until I started taking something that addressed issues. And it's like, it's life-changing. I mean, and I didn't even realize. I wasn't like actively pursuing something to help. I just like, oh, well, I didn't really know I had an issue. Well, I had an issue. So anyway, well, I'm going to let you go. And so that you can enjoy dinner with your family and all that good kind of jazz. I so appreciate you popping on, and the messages, because I'm seeing this in our page, have gone wild. And I did record this, and I'll also get it back to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And let me just, once again, thank you for allowing me to hop on here. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm very, very grateful. And I want everyone to know to have a wonderful evening and stay healthy.
All right. Thank you, Dr.